Nizami, is that the official stand of the Congress party, that if Congress comes to power, it'll abrogate, it'll once again bring back Article 370? What Mr. Chidambaram said, is that the Congress's official stand?
Well, when China took away our land and saying this was their reaction to revocation of Article 370, but Modi ji fails to give away specifics how revocation of Article 370 helped India or Bihar, and has failed to promise that Chinese will be driven out of our soil. He even failed to explain why they have not been driven out so far. Thousands of Bihari workers were happily living in Kashmir, and after revocation of Article 370, they were forced to return home due to no work, no peace and security. And why should Bihar vote over Article 370? After 15 years in power, BJP and Nitish Kumar have not a single achievement to cite. We are the sufferers. We are from Jammu and Kashmir. We are the victims. We have suffered. I want to ask the Prime Minister.
I asked you a specific question. I asked you a specific question. What P. Chidambaram said on Article 370, on bringing back Article 370. Salman Nizami, I asked you a specific question. Is that the official stand of the Congress party, what former Home Minister and Finance Minister of India said, that if Congress comes back to power, will you bring back Article 370?
Congress has opposed the unconstitutional revocation of Article 370. My question is, what has changed after revocation of Article 370?
Aarti Tikku Singh, was abrogation of Article 370 an unconstitutional step? Is an act of parliament passed by 2/3 majority, is that unconstitutional?
Gaurav, let me place some facts. One, the nullification of Article 370 was approved by the Parliament of India. So therefore, we cannot call it unconstitutional. It is the elected people of India who approved the nullification of 370. Let this be clear. Number two. Chidambaram is saying that, they will bring back 370, but Chidambaram needs to remember that it was the Congress party of the yesteryears which actually denuded 370 of its powers. It was the Congress party that eroded the autonomy that was granted to 370. Omar Abdullah and Farooq Abdullah, they are a handful of Kashmiri elites who have hijacked the entire state.
That's a very pertinent point. Very pertinent point. Hold on. One by one. Salman Nizami, Aarti Tikku Singh raises a fair point. Jammu and Kashmir isn't just a handful of people on Gupkar Road in Srinagar. Has that realization now dawned on the handful of people on Gupkar Road in Srinagar? Salman Nizami, it's the people of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh, not just a minuscule iota of people.
Well, let us talk on facts. You took a decision without consulting the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Their representatives were kept in dark. They were detained. The fact is, China is still inside our territory. Tensions on rise Kashmir. Can't hide
elected parliamentarians from Kashmir have not resigned in
our election. Are you celebrating actually? People are dying in Kashmir. People have died.
One by one.
We lost soldiers. And what are you celebrating after 14 months?
One by one.
This, ma'am, we lost 250 jawans in last 14 months. What are you celebrating? Where are the jobs?
Okay.
Where is the employment?
Okay, Salman Nizami. Yes, Salman Nizami, the point that's being made is Article 370 action was taken by Parliament of India, representatives of people of India. Isn't this unfair on the part of whether Mr. Chidambaram or Mehbooba Mufti? Mehbooba Mufti is saying, ye DACA hai. Act of Parliament is a DACA. How long will people be misled by political leaders in Kashmir?
The political representatives
of
1 year, they were under detention. And I will ask BJP leaders, why you are not in position to hold elections in J&K? What is stopping BJP to provide jobs to the people of Jammu and Kashmir? What is stopping BJP government to provide compensation to the business community who has suffered in last 15 months? accept its mistake of revocation of Article 370. China is inside.
Okay.
You were boycotted before detention, before application of 370. And let me tell you, you talk about the national flag. Here is the last flag of Jammu Kashmir. I hold this as a souvenir for me. This is the last flag, and you won't find this flag anymore in Jammu Kashmir.
Well, sir, Kashmir was not in Pakistan.
Okay.
More than
Salman Nizami.
25,000 Kashmiris have sacrificed their lives for this nation. You cannot
Thank
insult
you.
them.
Thank
You
you.
should-
Thank you for that.
Everybody is very proud of the sacrifices made. Everybody is very proud of the sacrifices made for the tricolor, for the constitution and for the country. But why bully? Why try to bully the center and the rest of the country, Salman Nizami? If an act of parliament, if Article 370 action has been taken as per an act of parliament, accept it and move on. Why not? What is the Congress party's official stand on it, Salman Nizami? You're a Congress party spokesperson and leader. What's your party's stand?
Sir, Article 370 was a bridge between India and Kashmir. Today, Kashmiris feel alienated. They feel cheated. How can you regain
that bridge did not exist? That bridge did not exist after 47?